Hi, Kirk here with the BMW Motorrad Club of Northern Illinois, and bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Farkles. Farkles, accessories, whatever you want to call them. I want to show you some of the things that I do. I really like to, when I'm at a rally or anything like that, I like to walk around to other LTs that are out there and take a look to see what they've done, and you know, see if I can incorporate some ideas into my own. But I want to show you guys some of the things that I've done on my bike since I've owned this. Now, I picked this bike up in 2011, and since then I've added things, taken things off, gone through some different ideas, and just like you guys probably do too. So anyway, here we go. My little Farkles shelf. This is made out of 1/4-inch aluminum. I bent this so that it would conform to the shape of the Stingray, and I just wanted to show it without any of the things on there, just so you can kind of take a good look at what it really looks like. It's actually just held on there with Velcro. It's tight enough that it will hold on there, and it's a very stable platform. It's not going to come off of there by any means. So some of the other things I've put on here, okay, this is for the phone. So you just snap this in there like that. You can go the other way with it so that you have to lift up on the phone and drop it in. I use it like this, really close to the bottom here, so I can see over it and see my my idiot lights up in there. This one right here is for the Garmin Virb camera, so that goes on there like that. And I can use this, you know, right here I've got this little USB. I mounted a little USB port down here so I can plug it in or plug the phone in, and that way this doesn't shut off, it doesn't run out of batteries. I can use this as a just as a dash cam, or you know, if I'm doing something kind of fun, I want to check it out again for when I'm doing all my stunts. And we have the Garmin Zumo. You guys have seen where that's mounted before. So there's that. Okay, going on. I've talked before about the dash lights that I put in here. I put in the LED dash lights. You can see how white they look. They really light up nice. One of the other, probably one of the best things I've ever done to this bike since owning it was get rid of the radio. If you guys get rid of your radios, there's a great big storage area underneath that radio that's already made for you. You don't even have to mess with it. You just pull the radio out, and look at all this room you get in here. Check that out. In fact, I even put a little LED light in there just so I can see things at night. So, you know, you got just tons of room in here to throw your gloves. I can throw my phone, my Zumo, the little Garmin Virb camera, all that stuff just fits right in here. This is just seriously one of the greatest things. If you guys don't use the radio, boy, would I ever suggest doing this. Pull that stupid thing out of there and you know, put it in a box so that way you still have it. Don't throw it away or anything. For when you sell the bike or trade it in or something like that, you may want to put that back in there. Going around, I've talked about the springs and things like that I've done, the suspension, some of the performance improvements that I've done. Right now I've got this, you know, seat pad on my custom seat because I'm going to be going on a long trip, so I'm going to use that just to keep myself a little bit more comfortable. Speaking of LED lights, here's some of the other things I've done. I put some little lights down in there. There's just a little single point blue LED, kind of shines down onto the foot pegs in the boot area. This is one of the first things I did. I put a little single LED blue inside those vents. I just think it looks cool. I put some amber running lights on it. Those are side emitting LEDs. And also did the same down here with some red side emitting LEDs. I was able to just wedge it in underneath the reflector. So I know that years ago that somebody made some kits that had LEDs in them, I don't think you can find those things anymore. So anyways, I just snuck them in there. Now, one of my recent additions to the bike, because I'm going on this big trip, and you guys know, if you guys have ever taken a big trip on the bike, you know that it's very difficult to pack a lot of stuff on the bike if you have a passenger. Well, this is my solution right there. Had this had a friend in our club help me make this. It's a it's an aluminum rack, stands up off of there, so things lay across and are elevated just slightly above the saddlebag, so I can get in there. And it's, let me tell you what, it's really, it's solid as it gets. So that's going to be a nice platform to put all of the luggage for my wife and I as we travel, without having to have a trailer. And as you can see, I extended it past the back about maybe 6-7 inches, something like that, and I think this is going to work out fantastic. Some of you guys have seen my first aid kit that I created. This is a Pelican box. I think it's like an 1120, and I just simply drilled. I didn't really have to drill too much. I was able to just sink screws into it. That way they stay fairly watertight. And I've gone through, this is actually the 3rd generation of this box. Now going on with this one. You can see my little medical kit inside here. And of course, no kit would be complete without the Advil. But I've gone through 3 generations of these things, and what I had on here before was I had a metal boxes on here, and sometimes the cold packs would leak, or it would just, you know, the tires always flipping up rain right onto the hinge. It rusted out. The hinge rusted out or became frozen, and that was the end of that. So, well, I've told you before about the lights up in the front. These are some LED lights here from ADV Monster, of course the HID light, and that's about it. I really haven't gone completely hog wild on this thing, but I know I could if I wanted to. So why don't you guys share some of your stuff with me? You know, put it in the comments, or let me know what you've put on there on your bike. Make it a little bit better for you. Anyway, thanks for watching.